Hello again. It's great to see you back for the next dungeon. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome! My name is Fidget and this is my mini-series taking you through each and every dungeon. On today's guide, we'll be heading down into the mines. Copperbell Mines to be precise. This is the third early dungeon in A Realm Reborn, so there won't be much in the way of new mechanics. During the 6th Astral Era, so a little over 300 years before the events of Final Fantasy XIV, the Thorn dynasty of Uldar had enslaved a tribe of giants known as Hecatoncheires to assist in their mining operations through the use of enchanted helmets. Although it is not known how, the enchantments broke and the Hecatoncheires rebelled against their masters, resulting in the Great Giant Revolt of 1272. Aldrich Thorn, the then ruler of Uldar, ordered the mines collapsed on the giants' heads, hoping for them to be crushed or suffocated to death. He got his wish. The ploy was thought a success when no more Hecatoncheires emerged. The mines were abandoned to their fate, believed to having been purged of war anyway. Now, Amagina and Sons have reclaimed the mines, hoping to finding undiscovered mineral veins. However, they dug too deep and awoke the giants who had, by some miracle, survived being trapped. And that's where we come in, adventurer. Alright, Sproutlings, let's do this dungeon. As usual, let's not forget our tank stances, let each other finish our cutscenes, and it's time to start. We're going to start by pulling the first mob pack. Once this pack is down, it will drop a key that will let you through the door. We're going to head on through and down the lift that waits to take us deeper. The next room is going to be fun. If you want to take this slow, you absolutely can, but there are some enemies in here that are leashed and they won't follow you the whole way around. So tanks, if you and your healers are feeling confident, make a run. Just make sure you're keeping the aggro. It wouldn't do to let your healers and DPS to take damage here. I like to stop just outside the next room at the end of this corridor to deal with the remaining mobs that we've pulled. But if you're still feeling confident, you can more than likely go on in and pull these mobs too. To progress, we need to find 2 pouches of fire sand. We take these explosives, pack them next to the wall, and then use the plunger detonator to make a big boom and head to the first boss. The bosses of this dungeon used to be a waiting game. However, with the post-Endwalker patches, this and many of the other Around Reborn duties have been changed for the better. Kotos is basically a tank and spank. This time, we're going to be introduced to Tank Busters. Tank Busters look like this, a big flashy red arrow pointing at the tank with surrounding warning tape-like rings. This scary sign is to warn everyone else to stay away from you whilst healers prepare to shield and heal you as best they can, as you're about to be hit with something hard. You'll be absolutely fine through this. Just a word of advice, tank busters in the later levels can and will kill you, so build the habit of using a mitigation skill when you see the red now. This also alleviates the pressure on the healer. Mitigation can be used in rotation, and as I've said before, you can use it during mob pack pulls and during bosses. I never used 2 at the same time on purpose, so if you see it in my videos, no you didn't. It was an accident. Once Kotos is down, pick up the key next to the treasure chest and open the door to get to the left. If you're looking for treasure to pick up, there's another chest just behind this wall to the left here. Another wall we need 2 lots of fire sand for. They're found on the mobs in the rooms to the left and right, and it's possible to split the party here as you can't pull the enemies to tank them all together. I'm with members of my FC who I know and trust, so I know they'll be fine with this. But even still, I move my camera to make sure I can see them and make sure they're okay. Kill the mobs and they'll drop what we need to move on. The wall goes boom and off we go. There's a bit of fire sand here we need to pick up, and to the next boss we go. Icarus Ire used to have explosion mechanics, but now we can just tank and spank it. It will periodically spit out a bunch of goo that will do goo explosion AoE that we need to avoid. But as most AoE, it'll reveal itself as orange petals. The last bit of fire sand we need will become available when the boss dies, and we can then blast our way through the wall. We don't need to pull everything on our way to the final boss, so we're going to stick to the left until we're past the cave and make a right. For Gaijis the Great, you must know that he will cover the arena in a massive AoE, and the only safe spot will be where he's stood. So when you see Gigantic swing, run in and give him a hug. He also does have a tank buster, but I've never seen the outcome of it as he dies quite quickly. So if you get hit by it, let me know in the comments below. That was Copperbell Mines, the third dungeon in A Realm Reborn. I hope you enjoyed this guide, and I hope you have enjoyed this dungeon. Our next dungeon will be at level 20 by the name of Halatali. I have a main series here on YouTube as well, guiding you through the various little things in this wonderful online world. So if you'd like to learn more about Final Fantasy XIV as a whole, go and check that out. Remember to leave a like, ring the bell, and subscribe for more content like this. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.